Welcome everyone to another episode of A Bright Side. Today we are here at Gwithian Beach. Beautiful Gwithian Beach. It's one of our favourite beaches in Cornwall to explore. So much here to do. You get all these lovely rock pools and the cliffs. Something very quirky up in that cliff right behind me. I'll show that to you in a minute. So let's go check it out. It's a little bit grey and overcast. The temperature's nice. It's not a cold day, but visually we haven't got a very nice sky. But Shelley, who's just down that way with the kids, she thinks that this will burn off over the course of the day. It's about 11:30 in the morning, something like that. So let's walk in this direction, because that little quirky thing in the cliff, I want to point out to you guys. There's a little bit of runoff there from this like crevice. Obviously these have been constructed to carry some water away. I don't know what the point of that was, because the water just seems to be flowing around anyway, although it obviously has seen better days. I mean, look at it. If you know what that was for, let me know in the comments, because I want to know, and I don't know currently. But that is not the quirky thing I wanted to show you guys. The quirky thing is way up there. In fact, you can see part of it there. Those two rails that stick out of the cliffside. I'm going to stand back a minute and get a better shot. I've actually just transferred over to my phone for a minute because it's got a better zoom than the vlogging camera. But that shaped thing up there, this is the quirky thing I wanted to show you. It's an old minecart just wedged into the cliff. The rails sticking out. That's all you can see of it. Well, from this angle anyway. I certainly wouldn't want to be traversing the top of that cliff to look down into the minecart. Been there obviously a very, very long time. Just buried over time. Exposed maybe with some cliff erosion. But there it is. An old minecart. Okay, now I'm going to switch back to my camera. We've got no game plan today. We're just going to play around in the rock pools. I'm looking at the kids now, they're having fun. We'll get our feet wet. Not going to go full on swimming, of course. We've brought our action cam that we can put in the water, so we'll have a look in some of these rock pools. A little bit more detail. Hope that wind dies off in a minute because it's very annoying. Let me put my hand over the microphone a little bit. But there is a big rock pool, tide pool, however you choose to refer to it as, down that way a little bit, called the Sheep's Dip, that we're going to take the camera into. Not this camera, the waterproof one, obviously. I was just saying, we've got no real game plan today, we're just going to have a bit of fun.
Just having a chill day,
yeah, we've got a bite to eat with us, and we bought like a picnic. And that's pretty much it.
And the kids are running around like
and the kids are running around. Let me flip the camera around. There's AJ, Tilly up there.
Having a great time.
Yeah, alright. That minecart is lodged up that bit of cliff. So we're just going to walk around here. Because if I can find it, there's a little like tunnel that leads up sort of halfway up that cliff. We'll see if we can find it. All right, here we go. little bit treacherous. It's not for somebody who isn't very sure-footed. There we go. Probably once upon a time you could have gone around a little bit more, but obviously with the sort of a cliff eroding as it does. Yeah, it's just a neat little vantage point. I like it. Not going to put my feet too far in that direction because I don't want to go tumbling down. But very beautiful. There's Shelley and the kids, all the way down there. Ooh, a couple of people riding their bikes along the beach. Is that these wood posts, or rather the remnant of a wood post just drilled into the edging here? Seems a bit big to have been a part of a guardrail maybe, I don't know. Again, if you know the purpose of that, let me know in the comments. There's also a couple more a little bit into the cave. One there and one there. Wonder what they were for. Like I said, if you know, let me know. And there was another one right behind me. Right, heading down. Like I said, you've got to be relatively sure-footed to come up and down here. Alright, we did it. I will be requiring the shades. Nice. I think we'll carry on this coast a little bit. Not too far, just up to that corner maybe. Have a little look at what we got. These beautiful cliffs. I must say it's lovely sand here. It's very wet at the minute because this is tidal, this section that I'm in. But it is lovely sand. When it's dry, it's like that lovely golden sand. I wouldn't go as far as to say powdery, but it's not far short of being powdery. St. Ives in that direction. Gwithian Lighthouse way off in the distance. Hang on, let me switch back over to my phone and try and zoom in closer. There it is. Gwithian Lighthouse. So that's the cave that we just crawled up. And St. Ives over in that direction. Let's go for a little bit more of a stank this way. This beach literally goes on for miles. If this sky clears and it gets less grey, we'll have another little look around just to get some nice happy blue skies. Right, let's head back to Shelley and the kids. Wet sand and feet. Bare feet, that is. You know what I'm like. I do like to have my Crocs or some form of footwear. You know, footwear that if it gets wet, it doesn't matter. Like Crocs or sandals, that type of thing. Yep, don't like excessive amounts of wet sand on my feet. Nah, Don't like that. And I'm paranoid that I'm going to be the victim of like a vicious weaverfish attack. I wouldn't want that either. One of the very first videos that we ever filmed was from Gwithian. It would have been about video, oh, I can't think of the number off the top of my head, but I'm sure it would have been like, oh, within the first 10 videos that we ever filmed. We filmed it here at Gwithian. It was quite funny because we had this lovely kite that my mum and dad gave us as a present, or gave the kids as a present. And we had taken it out a few times, but we brought the kite here to Gwithian, and it was quite a windy day, and Tilly, you know, she would have been about, maybe, I don't know, 4.5, maybe 4-ish at the time. She's now 6. She let go of the kite, and it went, let me flip the camera around, and it went trailing all the way up that cliff, and we lost it. We never saw the kite again. I don't know where it went. I always wonder where that ended up. If you want to see that video, I'll put a link in the description. I think that sun is starting to make an appearance. I think Shelley's right. The grey clouds are starting to burn off. But we won't be here for too much longer actually, because the kids are cold. They've been splashing around in the sea for quite a while now, and they're chittery cold, so we'll probably head home very soon, I would have thought. We're going to leave the video there. I do hope you enjoyed it. Do give it a big thumbs up. Do subscribe to The Bright Side. It really does help the channel grow. Hit the notification bell and you'll never miss out on any video that we post. We're on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at The Bright Side. So check us out there as well. So from us to you, cheers and gone.